This church was built around the 1300s and was much larger than what remains. It is presumed that the population of Oxwick was a lot more than it is today. Apart from this church and a scattering of houses, little else now exists in the village of Oxwick. Due to a dwindling population, the parish in 1875 combined with a nearby village. By 1930, the church congregation had just 3 people, which was not enough to sustain this church, so the church was declared redundant in 1946. As usual for this time, when it was decided to allow the church to go into ruin, the roof was removed to allow the weather in. Nowadays, that would not happen. There are still remnants of the glass from the windows, and they are still in situ. The graveyard has remained untouched for many years, and now merges into the nearby woods as nature is reclaiming the area. Now, you would only know this church was there if you had some knowledge of Oxwick, as there is no road that leads to this. It is hidden within an overgrown forest. The only reason why I know about Oxwick is because my stepdad used to live in a farm there when he was younger. He tells me many funny stories about when he lived there and about how they used to work the farm. So I thought I would go and check it out myself. The farm that they lived is still there, and another house, but that's about it, really. Believe it or not, just round the back of this church is some fairly new graves. They have lived in the village their whole life and had special permission to be buried there. But as many as my regular viewers know, I do have a bit of a policy of not to show newer graves in respect of close family members that are surviving. This entrance to the church is thought to be a little bit big for what the actual church is. Many have rumoured that this is because the church was a lot bigger than what it was, but actually the entrance to the church was built after the original church, and it was built in grandeur, but the actual church itself is meant to be the size it is. No, I say that the church is the size it is. Well, there was the chancel that once extended further east, but this is now demolished, and you can still see the outline of the brickwork, and it wasn't massive. This is an old video I'm now doing, and as many of you know, we had 2 graveyard explorers, and this was one of them. And we sadly lost her this year to kidney failure. It was quick, it was a shock. She was 14 years old, and we will miss her very much.